Hello, welcome to Terry's Kitchen, where we talk food, faith, and family. Today we are going to be making cinnamon pecan almond nuts. And you may be familiar with those. If you're at a mall, they have the cinnamon sugared almonds and pecans. I'm combining those today, and so we're going to make that. But first, I'd like to read out of my devotion this morning, out of Jesus Calling. Rejoice and be thankful. As you walk with me through this day, practice trusting and thanking me all along the way. Trust is the channel through which my peace flows into you. Thankfulness lifts you up above your circumstances. I do my greatest works through people with grateful, trusting hearts. Rather than planning and evaluating, practice trusting and thanking me continually. This is a paradigm shift that will revolutionize your life. And that's so true. There's a lot of times that we need to be thankful. We may be busy, we may have a lot going on, but we still need to be thankful because the Lord is taking care of us, and we need to do that with a grateful heart. So thank you for letting me read that. Let me wash my hands and we'll get started. Okay, as I said, we're making cinnamon sugared candied pecans and almonds. I'm making that. Our niece Casey is having her bridal shower on Saturday, so I'm doing the charcuterie board, and I can't tell you how long it's taken me to pronounce that charcuterie board. And part of that, I wanted to add the nuts to the board, so I thought, well, a friend of mine, Connie, years ago, she would give these for Christmas gifts, and I thought they would have to be the most complicated thing to make, but once she told me the recipe that she used, they are so simple. So let's get started. So I have a half a cup of brown sugar, a half a teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. So what we're going to do, we're going to add that together. We're just going to put the brown sugar, that half teaspoon salt, and the 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Just put it in here, and we're going to mix it just a little bit, and we're going to set that aside. We're very excited about the bridal shower on Saturday, and so it's going to be fun. We've gathered up all the, I'm helping out with it, and I like real china, so we're going to do that for the bridal shower. And this charcuterie board, I'm actually going to be using this this board here, and it's going to be packed full, so I'll have to take a picture and show you what that looks like. So we're going to set that aside. Let me put this over here. So the next thing we're going to do, I have 1 egg white, and I'm going to put it in here. And this is where fun begins. I'm just going to whisk that. And that 1 egg, this bowl is big, but I wanted to be able to get my whisk going. So you just whisk that for about 2 minutes. Get your arms muscles going. So that foamy froth is what's going to be nice to coat those nuts. Ooh, gotta shift arms here. Get my left arm, my dominant arm going here. So I have my jelly roll pan that I have with parchment paper on that, and we'll put the nuts once we've coated them and lay them in there on top of the jelly roll pan and the parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, that's okay. Years ago we cooked without parchment paper. Parchment paper is just nice. It gives I think a little nicer coating on the bottom, browns things nicely. but it's not a necessity, so. We'll soon have thick egg whites. Okay, that may not have been the full 2 minutes, but I think that's nice and frothy. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of real vanilla. I cook with imitation vanilla and I also cook with real vanilla. Using the real vanilla really gives it, I think, a kind of a better taste, but if you don't have that in your pantry, you don't have to go out and buy that. Just use the 1 tablespoon of the imitation vanilla. Put that in there. Just mix that around. You'll see that nice vanilla's turning that a little brown. So I have 1 cup of pecans. I'm going to put that in. And 1 cup of almonds. I like combining the two. So basically you could use walnuts, you could use cashews, but the key thing is to get 2 cups of whatever nuts you like. We're going to mix that around. Going to switch here. Switch utensils. So you see that that's coating those nuts very well. Now we're going to add that brown sugar, the cinnamon, and the salt. And we're going to mix that together. So if you wanted to give this as a gift or make this for yourself, it is so easy. And the smell, and I don't know if you've walked in the mall, and as I said, you smell those coated nuts, and again, I thought that was just a very long process to do that, but it is so easy, as you can see here. So I took a walk this morning, so I've walked and did this exercises with my arms, so I feel like I had a good day. So mix that all. I think all the brown sugar lumps are out of there. It's nice and coated. So we're going to bring our jelly roll pan over. We're just going to pour that in there. Then mix that around. I'm going to get all that good stuff. Okay. So you're going to have the finished product will be 2 cups worth. So spread that around, and I've had my oven preheating at 225, and we're going to bake this for an hour. But every 15 minutes we're going to go and stir the nuts around so that they get roasted all over. And move them around, separate the nuts a little bit. There we go. So I'll hold that up there and see. So I'm going to put it in our preheated oven. And that's second to the bottom shelf. And I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. Okay, so for the next hour, I'm going to be stirring those every 15 minutes, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, our cinnamon roasted pecans and almonds have baked the hour. I have taken every 15 minutes and stirred it around. You can see that they're nice and coated and tasty. So, let me chew that up. They have a nice cinnamon taste. They're nice and crunchy. And the almonds are as well, because I did sample an almond before we got back on filming. Yes, right.
I need to be the judge of this.
So what I'm going to do, because I'm saving them for the bridal shower, I'm going to put them in an airtight container. I try to keep these on hand for snacks. Ron's a snacker, and it's a nice protein fix too with the peanuts, the nuts, the pecans and the almonds. but I try to keep these on hand, but definitely put them in an airtight container, and they'll last as long as, for, I would say a couple weeks. But I'm gonna, like I said, it made about 2 cups, and I'm going to save this for the shower and put that on our charcuterie board. And like I said earlier, we will definitely take a picture of that and post what that looks like. And you'll see our cinnamon roasted pecans and almonds on there. So thank you for watching. And if you are interested in subscribing and like our videos, if you would just hit like and share, we would appreciate it. Blessings.